I thought words could save me. There is beauty in the breaking, even if I can't see it now. There are mountains in my mind, some just too high to climb, but all the paths keep winding back to you. I'm Alex. I guess what you would consider to be a singer-songwriter. I have been playing piano since I was 6, so it's been a few years. And I've been singing since I can remember. My mom always used to tell me that I made everything into a song when I was little, from, the food I wanted to what I was doing that day. And I think that passion just carried over to when I was an adult. I listened to a lot of music with my parents when I was little. They always had music on. And we had a piano that my grandfather gave to us just in the house. And so I started just playing, just probably I was 4 or 5 when we first got it. And I just started playing around with it. I just really enjoyed making my own little songs on it and things like that. And my mom finally decided it was time for me to get lessons when I started playing songs I'd heard on the radio.
I'm Jonathan Lowe. I'm a music composer and producer. I first got started in music when I was like 6 years old, and we had this neighbor who was teaching piano lessons, and so my mom signed me up, and that's kind of where I got my basis in music. But really what I wanted to do is I wanted to be a bass guitar player, because at that point my brother was learning how to play guitar, and so I wanted to learn how to play bass so I could play with him. And we started out in our basement recording these absolutely horrible jam sessions, because neither of us knew what we were doing, on this old cassette recorder, and we just pushed the record button like for 10 minutes, just make noise, and it was so awful. But that really, it piqued my interest in taking, a noise you make and a live music and turning it into a recording, and what you can do with that recording afterward. That's about when I started learning computers and how they could be used to make music and to make it more exciting and more fun to really compose and really be creative.
My name's Eli, and I am a drummer and guitar player. My mom actually got me interested in music. She asked me if I wanted to play drums. She just had this drum kit sitting down here, and she asked the drummer at church if he would teach me lessons. And at first I wasn't super interested in it, but as always, my mom was right, and now music is my favorite thing to do. The most fun I've probably had playing music is probably at the Bull and Bush in Denver, where I got to play at a jazz club with a bunch of other really talented musicians. They were all old, and they really played the kind of music that I like, so I had a fun time with that.
I think the times that I enjoy playing music the most, and this might sound funny, but are by myself, when nobody can hear me, and where it's kind of dark, because I feel like in those moments I just kind of get to connect with the music and whatever flows out.
Music is really where I break from that repetitive cycle of just doing stuff over and over again, and then take it a step back and be like, okay, look at what's going on, and now place that into a musical piece that you can make sense of.
What connects me and kind of draws me to music is that it's always kind of been my happy place. If I'm frustrated or upset by something, then I'll just turn on a specific song that I really like and is calming, and then I'll just be like, okay, fine.
I think music is really fundamentally emotion. That's why we connect with it. That's why we want to listen to it. That's why we listen to certain things when we're happy or sad or angry. You know, there's something really beautiful about having something that maybe you can't even describe with words and creating something that can express how you feel to other people.
It's, you know, excitement, it's happiness, it's sorrow, it's whatever it happens to be. And it's not necessarily just my emotions, it's also the people around me. And one of the weird, creepy things I do is I write music for people. If they're having a hard time with something, I can kind of, in order to understand their feeling on that, I will write a piece of music for that person.
There's always some new way of looking at it, some new way of making it or playing it. Specifically on the drums, I can put my own little combination of whatever I want, really, in wherever, and I can just play with it and see what comes out. And if I like it, cool. If I don't like it, I try again.
No matter what culture you come from, no matter what type of person you are, we all experience music in some way, and being able to find your part in that, in your part in creating something beautiful that can add to your experience and other people's is just really amazing.
Stay